Welcome to the Realm of Astrology. This is your daily astrology horoscope for April 28th, 2021, which is a Wednesday. And before I begin, please hit the subscribe button. So on Monday, we had the powerful Scorpio full moon. The energy spilled over into Tuesday, which was all about transformation, which was all about doing some work, taking some decisions, and it touched every part of our lives. It was also the culmination point to the November cycle where a magical new life started for us. It was also the point where we could see clearly what we started on 11th April with the new moon in Aries. Okay, with that background, we are stepping into Wednesday. The moon is still in Scorpio, as you guys can see on the chart. It's at 26 degrees of Scorpio right here. And this is at about 2 a.m. Pacific time. So probably while you're asleep or when you're about to go asleep, 2 a.m. Okay, 28th April. What's happening now? The moon is sextiling Pluto, okay? And at the same time, it is squaring Jupiter. This sextile to Pluto means the transformation that we've gone through since the full moon, since Monday, is feeling easier now. It's feeling much easier because a sextile feels easy. However, the hope, the optimism, that may be a little low at this point, and we have to make sure to keep that with us at all times. And this will pass, this energy will pass by the time you guys wake up, or by 6 a.m. or by the morning, basically. And the next thing that's happening today happens at 9 a.m. So let's see that. The moon right here has changed signs. It's come into the sign of Sagittarius. It has been in the sign of Scorpio since Monday, where the full moon happened. And when the moon was in Scorpio, we were focused on healing, on regenerating, on catharsis, on transforming. And since it was a full moon in Scorpio, that energy was extremely, extremely, extremely intense. Okay? And now, the moon has changed signs to Sagittarius. What is Sagittarius all about? Sagittarius is the most hopeful sign. It's the most optimistic sign. It loves to go on adventures. It loves to explore, learn new things. So in the next 2.5 days, we will be focused on what? Having fun. It's going to be a much lighter energy than it has been in the past 2.5 days. It's going to be a more hopeful energy because the moon likes to be in Sagittarius. Our emotions like to feel happy. We like to feel hopeful. We like to feel optimistic because the moon is our emotions. In Scorpio, it does not do well because emotionally, we don't like to transform. We don't like to get rid of old things. Even healing in itself can be a difficult process. Emotionally dealing with the truth is always difficult. That's why the moon does not like the sign of Scorpio. However, in Sagittarius, it's happy. We are happy. The energy of the day becomes optimistic and vibrant when the moon is in Sagittarius, as it has now. It's come into Sagittarius at 9 a.m. Pacific time. All right. So we are going to be in this energy for the next 2.5 days, which will be all about hope for the future, optimism, having fun, looking at the glass half full rather than half empty. Okay? And before I talk about one of the aspects the moon is making, technically tomorrow, but tonight for you guys, I just want to mention that the nodes have hit 11 degrees. They've hit 11 degrees. And this is another step forward. So this week we are making a lot of forward movement. Saturn's at 13. Jupiter's going to be at 28 there. It's hit 28 degrees. It's hit 28 degrees. Another step forward. The nodes had hit 11 degrees. Another step forward. Last week or 10 days ago, Uranus hit 10 degrees. Chiron hit 10 degrees. Neptune hit 22 degrees. So a lot of forward movements has happened recently. So I thought I'd mention that. And what I want to talk about pertaining to the moon is, hang on. Takes a little bit of time, so let me pull up the chart of that there. At about 2 a.m., 29th April, so late tonight for you guys, the moon will conjunct the south node. Now I'm telling you this energy because you'll probably wake up with it. When a planet, in this case the moon, conjuncts the south node, it has a draining effect, okay? The south node drains the energy out of anything it comes in contact with. In this case, our emotions. So we may feel very tired, we may feel emotionally drained, we may feel lethargic. Although the optimism is there, I don't want to say that our optimism will be drained out, because I don't feel that's going to be the case, but I do feel we will feel a little less optimistic around 2 a.m. than we would maybe before or after that energy passes. But I do believe you will feel tired, you will feel lethargic, and the south node also cleans up emotional karma, or karma in general. It's a cleanup, it's a sweep up, okay? And every month the moon hits the south node. Once a month it hits the south node, and in this case it's hit the south node first time after the new moon in Aries, which was all about new beginnings after letting go of the past, which was till 11th April. So this is the point where if there are any little remnants of the past with you, it'll go away, because the south node is a cleaner. It cleans up the past, sweeps it up, sweeps it up. So that's why we may be releasing some things, and hence we are feeling lethargic. This happens at 2 a.m. Energy can start a few hours before, so be mindful of that. And the next thing that's happening today is that Neptune and Mercury sextile is building a 60-degree angle. Okay, if you guys can see, Mercury is at 20 degrees. It's going to move up to 22 degrees really fast by tomorrow, I'm guessing. And Neptune's at 22. This is going to form a sextile, a 60-degree angle that facilitates things. Now, Neptune is the higher realm, it's the other realm, it's our spirituality. It has no boundaries. It's love, it's compassion. What is Mercury? Mercury is our day-to-day reality. It is the rational mind. So you can see these two energies are completely opposite of one another, one can say. And when they sextile, we feel logically and spiritually in sync, and that happens rarely. So we are building up to that energy, and that happens tomorrow, I'm guessing. Okay? So we have, to sum it all up, we've seen another step forward. Jupiter's 28 degrees, Saturn's at 13 degrees, Uranus hit 10 degrees some time ago, Chiron hit 10 degrees some time ago, Neptune hit 22 degrees some time ago, the nodes have hit 11 degrees today, Mars has changed signs, cleaned up the eclipse energy that happened in June of 2020, and now we are seeing some forward movement. So today is a brighter day, a more hopeful day, a lighter day, a day where we can lighten up after all that intense work we did when the moon was in Scorpio on Monday, Tuesday. So that's what I'll leave you with for today. Now, I'm not going to speak about today any longer, but I will give you a brief background on what is happening in the astrology. The first thing that I want to talk about is the Uranus-Chiron semi-sextile. What this means, we're going to be in this energy all year, and this is about healing our identity in unexpected ways, through unexpected skills, through unconventional ways of making money, through our self-worth and values. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is the Uranus North Node semi-sextile. Our goals have become unconventional, unexpected, out of the ordinary, things that you didn't imagine yourself aiming for. You're aiming for those. Okay, and this is going to be with us for some time. The next thing is the Chiron North Node sextile. This is about, as we move towards our goal, as we move towards our path, we will heal our identity. Okay? And all this can happen quite suddenly. All this can be quite unconventional. And the next thing that I want to talk about is the Saturn-Uranus square. I call this the theme of the year. And what is this theme of the year all about? It's about coming into your authentic self, being who you actually are, and getting rid of who you think you should be. And it will feel challenging to do so because it's a square. However, by the end of the year, that's something that someone, your authentic self, will be tangible and palpable to the world around you. The next thing I want to talk about is the Saturn Chiron sextile, 60-degree angle. Around Feb, we started to take a decision on, or we started to build something that would heal our identity. And that something or that decision will be concrete by the end of the year. The next thing I want to talk about is the Jupiter Saturn conjunction that happened around here at 0 degrees of Aquarius in December of 2020. They meet once in 20 years, and when they met up, they ended a cycle that began in the year 2000 and started another one that will stay with us till 2040. We have seen most of what this cycle will be about, but not fully, and we will take the next 2 years to lay the foundation that will stay with us till 2040. The second last thing that I want to talk about is the Saturn-Pluto conjunction that happened at 22 degrees of Capricorn in Jan of 2020. This happens once in 33 to 38 years, and in Jan of 2020, they met up and changed our material reality completely. They ended a cycle that started in 1982 and 1984 and transformed our material reality completely in Jan of 2020. And this new cycle that started in Jan of 2020 will be with us till 2053. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about are the nodes. The North Node is in Gemini right here, and the South Node is in the sign of Sag right here. They were in the same spot, same placement between 2001 and 2003. So whatever themes, events, people, situations came into your life, then you will be resolving, building on, addressing, repeating the same themes, events, people. And this has been on since May of 2020. Okay, so that's all I leave you with for today, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Do hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.